guys, welcome to probably 2020 by the time you're seeing this. So I haven't posted in, I think it's been about 2 months. Yeah, we were still trying to come down from getting married, jumping straight into the holidays with Halloween and Thanksgiving and Christmas, which my family celebrates a lot of. I kind of had issues getting back into the filming. But 2020 is going to be an amazing year because I'm going to have zero excuses. The only things huge that we're doing have to do with the business, which I'm really, really excited about. So starting in 2020, I'm going to be posting every single Friday. I'm going to be recording every single Monday. So that gives me 4 days in between Monday and Friday to get the videos recorded, to get them edited, to get the thumbnails done, to get the social media scheduled. That is going to be the plan. Today's video, we're jumping right back into what sold. And the reason I wanted to do this one, this very last one, right before the end of the year, is because it is Christmas, or it was Christmas. I know that people want to see what they can expect from holidays. Everybody's business is completely different. My business, as of right now, is less than a year old. So you might be doing more than me, you might be doing less than me, you might be older than me, you might be younger than me, your branding might be completely different from mine. There are so many different things that factor into everything, but I'm going to try to give you guys a snapshot of what we sold this month, what we spent this month, also a little bit of a snapshot of why I think those numbers are the way that they are. With that being said, let's go on and jump into my computer. All right, guys, so welcome to my desktop. This is our December section. In November, we roughly purchased about $221.77 worth of items. And remember, when I say we purchased them, we did not purchase those items in November. Some of them we did, but they've been purchased for the last, 6 months or so. But the items that sold had a purchase cost of $221.77, and we made a profit of $1,509.84. Let's go quickly over what sold and what we spent money on. So we spent money on basic things like bubble wrap. You can see that a few times. Dollar store, Michael's, additional shipping. So when I say additional shipping, that means that something got messed up and I had to repurchase shipping. The November eBay fees were $118.99. You can see bubble wrap generally costs, and when I say bubble wrap, I get a huge thing of bubble wrap. And I try to do it with coupons and savings. So these were probably 2 things of bubble wrap for $21.43. Just a quick tip. Staples, usually when you buy something, they usually will print out a coupon along with your receipt. And that coupon, a lot of times, is going to be save 50% on your next shipping product purchase or your next office supply purchase. Bubble wrap falls under all of those categories. Dollar store, so I go get boxes, tape, tissue paper, craft paper, more bubble wrap from Walgreens. Michael's repair paint and brushes, we'll get into why I bought those here in a little bit. November eBay fees were $118.99. We sold a lot on eBay. Wrong label adjustments, those are my bad, $16.25. And now we are into the things that sold. So just to give you guys a quick idea of what sold, of course, a huge amount of this was Christmas stuff. But let's go ahead and jump in. I want to try to make this as fast as possible for you. So the first thing that sold was a really adorable little kitschy panda Christmas skirt. It was really, really cute. This one, and this is something that I do recommend you do if something has a chip in it or a crack in it, but it's still a perfectly usable and beautiful vintage piece, put as is in the very beginning of the title. If you don't do this, you risk the chance of shipping something to somebody and them shipping it back because they didn't read the condition description that you put in there. So if you have a title that says as is, they're going to wonder why it's as is. They're going to specifically hunt down that condition description and they're going to say, okay, is this something I still want to buy at the price tag? And then it's up to you on your pricing and of course to list the condition in detail in the condition area. Okay, this was a beautiful, again, as is, carnival glass swung vase. It is just, oh God, I love this thing. But you can see right here, there's just a chip around one of the rims, which once there's flowers or fern or leaves or whatever you're going to put in there, once there's something in there, you can't even tell. I didn't even notice until I brought it home. But it was a beautiful, almost mirrored carnival glass vase. I thought it was gorgeous. I got it for $4.99, sold it $30.38, and made a profit of about $14.96 after fees and taxes. I loved this thing. I absolutely loved this. So I actually got this at the bins. So the price tag you're going to see was like 83 cents. Got it at the bins. And when I got it, I love history, but I did not know what the pack stub was. I didn't know the symbolization or the symbolization. I don't think that's a word. P stub was a symbol that has been around for a really long time, but was really adopted in the 1970s during the Vietnam War to represent peace and world peace and, happiness. And they wanted peace. They wanted the war to stop. So anyways, this was a hand embroidered Pax Dove, beautiful pillow. It had velvet on the back. This says 1975. This is the Roman numerals for 1975. I loved the neon colors. I love the fuchsia pink and the neon green. I'm really sad that I don't own it anymore. It was 83 cents. I sold it for $29.88. There was a fee of $6 and fees and taxes of $6.02, and so I sold it for $23.03. And you notice I'm learning as I go what's going to give me a higher profit margin. My profit margins are now looking more to like the $15 to $20 profit margin range. You'll see as we get further into December. I'm really starting to get pretty good at this. But I do still have a few mistakes. I think I made a profit of like $4 on a scarf. It's coming up. You'll see it. This is probably when a sale started on my Etsy account because that's a very odd price. Or I might have sold those. Let's see where we sold these. Yep, we sold them on Etsy. So I probably had a sale start going. Now, as we get closer to Christmas, I have sales running all the way through the end of December. So chances are I'm not making as big of a profit margin through the end of December, but I'm selling like 4 to 5 times the items. I really used December as a way to get rid of a lot of older stock, to get rid of a lot of my Christmas stock, and to just ship a whole lot. Because not only does shipping a whole lot, help get you higher, bigger numbers, but it also helps you on Etsy and eBay and work hard because your buyers get to see that how many items have sold number. You're going to get an increase in feedback. I definitely recommend using December. Don't hike up your prices, offer a lot of discounts, try to ship more, try to get rid of a lot of things that you've been wanting to get rid of throughout the year. Really make those prices juicy. I mean, like I said, if you're buying something for $2.99, it's okay to make that $10, $11, $12 profit. Or $7.56 was a little too low of a profit, but it's okay to make that because you're still making a profit off of $3. And like I said, a profit is a profit. Just make sure you're not losing money and make sure you're giving yourself, enough room. So essentially, one thing that I told myself in December is that I'm no longer going to be picking up littles. I'm not picking up small stuff. I'm picking up this kind of stuff. I'm picking up things that can sell for $30 and over. I do still have a lot of littles that sold in the month of December because it's just stuff that I have and it's stuff that's been listed. But going forward, I'm only going to pick up things that can sell for $30 or more because when I do list them at Christmas and in various months with holidays, I'm still going to get a really nice profit margin. Okay, so you're going to see some things with a low profit margin here simply because they're older things. Like okay, guys, I'm only going to show you 2 of these. I found these in one of those baggies on the wall at a Value Village. It was full of a whole bunch of these fish, a whole bunch of these bowls, and a whole bunch of these spoons. Unfortunately, it was an odd number of all of them. None of them matched up to be the set. So I decided I'm going to sell them all individually in various different pieces. And I've since picked up more of them and they sell really, really well. So this was the whole set that I picked up. You could see I had 3 of each and then 2 of them came with 2 additional ones. So I had like 4 of one and 3 of the other. And it was crazy. But it took me a little while to figure out what these little koi fish were. They're chopstick holders. They're totally chopstick holders. I thought that was the cutest thing in the world. I wish I could have sold it as a set, but with missing dishes. And honestly, I made way more of a profit just simply doing this in separate pieces. So if you do have a set like this, that's a bit of an odd number, sell it as separate pieces. Another reason that's really good is because when something sells on Etsy and is automatically put back into circulation, so you're not creating a bunch of different listings, you're creating one listing and you're saying that you have a quantity of 4 or a quantity of 10 or whatever. When that listing is automatically renewed, you're actually bumped up in the search engines because Etsy says, oh, someone wanted that. Maybe other people will want that as well. And so they boost you in the listing. The second I sold one of these, the other 4 or the other 3 would sell literally within 48 hours. So you can see they all sold pretty much at the same time. I can just show you $11.36 was what I sold each one of those 4. And I got them for $3.19. I have them marked as 0 because I decided the math would just be a little bit easier if I just did the whole math on one of them. I probably made $60 on all of those and I spent $3. So anyways, there's a little bit of math there because there's also going to be shipping and handling and all that stuff, but did really, really well on those. Santa mugs. Santa mugs always sell. Vintage Santa mugs always sell. You really have to pay attention because a lot of the like Pier 1 Imports and all of these bigger, fancier companies do pay attention to what is popular in the vintage community. And Santa mugs are popular in the vintage community. And so they've come out with their own Santa mugs. So you really have to take a look at the Santa mugs that you're picking up and make sure that they're vintage. This one was a made in Japan. You can tell simply because the stamp at the bottom, the way he's made, there was crazing on him. You could just tell he was either handmade or made in Japan. I got him for 99 cents. Sell price was $5.21. Fees and taxes were $5.10. A profit of $9.12. These are just easy money. They don't sell for a lot. They generally sell for about $15, but you can usually pick them up for very cheap and they sell within like 2 or 3 days. So it's a quick $10. If you see them, grab them. Okay, antique soldered mesh 1920s purse. These surprisingly don't sell for as much as you would think they do. The ones with the ornate tops and the beautiful chains, and if they're in great condition with no holes in them, they do okay. So I think I sold this one like 40. Yeah, I got it for 40, sold it for $72.93, which I'm surprised at because when I got home, I thought it would be worth a lot more, but they generally sell for $40 to $60. So I shouldn't have made much of profit on that, but I ended up making a $28.90 profit on it because someone did pay that $72.93, which was probably a sales price if it was on, it was on eBay, so probably not much of a sales price. All right, Pat & Covey Stewart. I'm so excited about this thing. So I picked this one up. It was a little dish. Got it in one of the baggies off of the wall probably over the summer. It was signed on the back, and this was the entire reason I bought the bag. I don't remember what else came in the bag, but it is signed on the bag, so this is something to keep an eye out for. Rain Willow, Pat & Covey Stewart, Handmade Ceramics, Laguna Beach. So this is a beautiful 1970s California pottery piece. It was only about that big. It was like a little ashtray kind of a thing, and this was a very popular pattern for them. Pat & Covey Stewart are a highly collectible company. They weren't really a company. There's nothing really known about them other than you can find their pottery during the 60s and the 70s. It was a very short time period, and after that they kind of disappeared off the earth. People don't seem to know if Pat and Covey were husband and wife, 2 last names. We don't know who they were, but they're very collectible. You can find a lot of Pat and Covey Stewart stuff on eBay and Etsy, so it's something that I definitely recommend keeping an eye out for. If you guys do find pottery that is signed and it's a good price, I definitely recommend picking it up because some of the time it's going to turn into a fun little history adventure. I got that for $1.70, sold it for $23.95, a fee of $3.38, and it was $18.87. And again, very tiny little piece. I I picked up an entire box of decoupage, 1990s decoupage Disney Christmas ornaments. They were still in their original box. One was missing from the original box. So I had a choice. I can either sell the whole thing, and it looked like they were selling for around $30 or $40 online for the whole set, or I could sell them individually for like $12 to $13 a piece. I sold them individually and they sold like hotcakes. Literally probably sold them all within like a week and a half time period. They were really, really beautiful. So this was the Cinderella one. We had Snow White, we had the Lion King, we had a whole bunch of different ones. I kept one for myself because they're really, really beautiful. But yeah, they're beautiful and handmade. I think they do say made in China on the bottom, which I included that, made in China. So they're official Disney merch. Anyways, I thought that they were really, really beautiful. So they cost me 50 cents a piece because I took I think it was like $13 for the whole set, and then I divided the 13. I forget what I did. I sold this one for $14, $5.11 in fees and taxes. So I made a profit of around $8 to $9 on all of them across the board. So I made like $130-ish. And so there's another one with there's the Snow White one, and they're all the same. So I'm just not going to spend a lot of time on those. Oh, this thing is giving me nightmares. Okay, Vintage Towel Silversmith's ice bucket. It's big. This thing is big. It's actually sitting over there. It's another thing that I hate. I got it because I thought it was cool. It's easier to ship than I thought. I sold it by a company called Towel. It's an ice bucket. It's for chilling your beers and your champagnes and all of that stuff. It's got a little wooden lid that sits on top. The reason this says purchase cost $0 is because it was shipped back to me and I had to relist it. So I wanted to keep this information intact for the month of December, but I also wanted to relist it. So I moved that purchase cost to the new listing. So the reason it was sent back is because the lid is just very slightly warped, which you can see in the pictures, and I did put in the condition, but I do have basically full return policy on eBay. You can always ship it back if there's not something that you like about it. He shipped it back. He was very nice. He actually wrote me a note on the box that said, "I'm so sorry, the lid doesn't fit." I'm like, okay, alrighty then. So I got that thing back, but I am doing a show in April, so I'm going to end up taking this piece to the show in April, and we'll probably sell it. I think I bought it for probably around $17, maybe even less than that, and we're probably still going to try to sell it for about $50 at the show. This originally sold for $81.74. Fees and taxes were $20.80. So I ended up profiting negative $81.74 because I just took the full price and refunded it back. These blew my mind. So I was in Value Village this past November, and I looked up, and there was just this whole collection of these long neck dogs, short little dogs, all these vintage 1950s Japanese long neck poodle dogs, and I gathered them up. They were selling them for like $2. That was insane. How much did I buy this one? $3.99. Some of them were like super tall, some of them were smaller. This one was probably about, you can't see my fingers, but it was probably like that big. Just adorable. 9 inches. This one was 9 inches tall, and they were all in just mint condition. So I got him for $3.99, sold him for $58.85, $27.23 with fees and taxes. These guys did go to Europe, profit of $27.63. This one, I will talk about this one really quick. 1992 Dimension Stocking Crewel Kit. I did not know this. Crewel kits are vintage crewel kits that have been relatively unused. Go for a lot of money. They go for a whole lot of money. So this one was used. It was opened. A few of the holly leaves had already been done, but otherwise everything was in the pack and it was undone. So if you can handle the fact that someone's already done 3 holly leaves, you're good to go. But I did find that this particular number, 8075, sells really, really well. Got it for $1.99, sold it for $67.58. You heard me right. $67.58, made a $56 profit on that piece. So check out the arts and crafts area.
digital downloads. They're certainly not a bestseller. I probably sell 4 or 5 of them a month. They'll pick up speed. The more you sell, the more Etsy thinks that you're selling something that people want. So digital download, vintage Valentine. I have a whole bunch of these, but you can see these cute little Valentine card with a kitty cat and a fire. These are really, really low in price. I'm selling them for $1.50, primarily because I don't have to do anything. I can list 500. They sell themselves. They relist themselves. So this is something that we actually had hanging in our bar for a really, really long time. By bar, I mean my living room with my bar. It says cocktail hour starts at. I actually got this at the Bins. Paid 83 cents for this, and we've since replaced it with the sign that we had up at our wedding. So I ended up selling this. It sold pretty darn quick. So 83 cents was the purchase cost. Sold it for $21.47. Vintage House of Goebel cake stand. I have been trying to get rid of this for the longest time. It is so big and obnoxious, and I finally got rid of it. I thought I was going to have to sell it at the show in April, and then it just sold. I was very excited. So it's just a ginormous, beautifully painted floral cake stand. I actually think it's stunning. I just didn't like owning it. But it was $19.99, and that was the other thing. I paid way too much for this because I was just starting out, and I wasn't really sure about pricing. I paid way too much for that. But I ended up selling it for $49.85, and I made a $10 profit on that. This is the other thing. I sold a lot of things towards the end of December that I've been trying to sell for forever. Bernard Clibben cat with red scarf. This I got for free. I don't think I logged it as for free. So the way this worked is I went to a yard sale in the fall and ended up buying a whole bunch of Pink Panther stuffed animals for like $2, $4, $3 around there. Really, really cheap. Then they had a big box by the front door that said free, take as many as you want. And this was in there. The Clibben cat was in there. There were actually numerous things that were in there that my mind was just like, so I ended up scooping up as many as I could. A lot of them were just regular stuffed animals that I ended up donating to Goodwill. This one, Clibben, is a highly successful cartoonist from the 1980s and the 1990s. He worked for Playboy. He worked for, I believe, the New York Times or the Wall Street Journal, one of those, I forget which one. But he was known for his black and white drawings with pops of red, generally of cats. You've probably seen this cat in red boots, this cat in a scarf. I always think this cat looks like a super cat. It looks like he's flying like a super cat. Anyways, I love him. I ended up putting him in the total cost of everything that I bought and then dividing it by each individual thing. So everything that I bought there turned out to be $1.45. So I bought him for $1.45, even though he was in the free box. $19.95 was my sale price on that guy. So really, really cool. This is a big one. I got this one in a jar, in a jewelry jar. It was at the very, very bottom. I actually thought the jewelry jar was crap until I poured it out and this little beauty fell out. It was a size 3, so very, very tiny. You could call it a kid's ring. Can't imagine most adults have that size finger, so I knew I was going to have a hard time selling it because of that. It was signed on the inside. Still can't make out what the signature was, but I could make out that it said sterling silver. I had it tested at a local jeweler and he said it was a glass, so I shined my UV light on it and it turned out to be uranium glass, which I'm just as excited as if it had been a valuable jewel. I love uranium glass. I think it's super cool. And then if you look at the details on it, it was just a beautiful, like lily kind of detail. I ended up selling that one. I got it for 54 cents in a jewelry jar and ended up selling it for $85. 2 moon landing newspapers. These are from my grandmother. My grandmother passed away in the early 2000s, but my grandfather was cleaning everything out recently and found stacks of newspapers that my grandmother thought she should keep because they were important events and she thought that they might be worth something eventually. I love you, Grams. I love you. So these are 2 moon landing newspapers from Lubbock. I'm from Texas, and my family is from Lubbock, El Paso, and Muleshoe. And so these were the Lubbock Avalanche Journal. Moon Goal just hours away, and then there was a second one that is Giant Leap for Mankind. And I absolutely thought these were the coolest things. They still have all of the original ads on the inside. Really colorful, really cool. This really hilarious article, which I read in full. It's funny. Attractive blonde has important job with stock brokerage firm. I love it. God. Anyways, hilarious. So someone bought those. It was a pack of 2. Someone bought those. And I wanted to keep these together because they're both the Lubbock Avalanche Journal, and it kind of showed the progression of the moon landing. So purchase cost was 0 because I got them from my family, and $79.20 is what they paid with shipping and handling and everything. So that was a really good sale. These were a bitch and a half to actually sell. So these were scales of justice. They're beautiful. They're huge scales of justice. They completely come apart. The only thing that doesn't come apart is this crossbar. But the base comes off. These come off. So it was easy to pack except for this. I had to find a box to fit this crossbar because it doesn't fold up flat. The way you see this right now is as flat as it goes. $5.99 purchase cost, $48 sales price. Another digital download this month with a Valentine. So again, that one was also on sale. I think I made a 65% profit. Meh, whatever. Easy, it just relisted itself. And then a Tramp Art tin can miniature chair, which I just sold literally like 3 hours ago. So I haven't filled in any of the details, but I purchased it for $1.99. Sold it, I think probably I sold that one for like $17. I'll have to double check. And when I do ship things, I mark it off over here on the right. So I did ship that one. I haven't shipped that yet, so it doesn't get a heart until it ships. That way I can keep track of everything that's going out the door. So for those of you guys that are just skipping to the end to find out what the final month's totals were, basically we had $341 of product purchase cost and $2,896 in sales. Fees and taxes were $755. And then because of all of the bigger purchases that we had, like the Vistaprint orders, the phone clamp, all of that good stuff, we have only so far made a profit of $1,118. And we might still have sales in the next 2 days. So that's the way that works.
Oh my God, guys. So if you've made it this far, thank you so much. I think that was like an hour of recording. I'm going to try to edit it down to be a little bit shorter, but that was insane. I think we're going to try to break it down even more from now on. Maybe we'll break it down into the top 10 or 15 sales going forward, because we really, it's good thing that the sales videos are getting longer, but I am going to have to, shorten the videos just a hair. So we might be doing that in the future. Thank you guys for sticking around so long. If you have any questions about anything that's sold or anything that I'm doing or anything that I'm showing, don't hesitate to put them in the box down below. And while we're at it, let me know what some of your best sales were for this holiday season, because yeah, mine were all over the place. And on that note, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and leave a comment below, and make sure you're clicking that little bell to get notifications for whenever I post. Again, I'm going to be posting every single Friday going forward in 2020. So wish me luck. I got this. The videos will be a lot shorter going forward because we're going to be doing a lot more than just the what's sold videos. I have some crafting videos in mind. We're going to be doing some thrift saving. I think we're going to become thrift heroes. It's going to be fun. All right. I'll see you guys next Friday. Have a great first week of 2020, and I will check y'all later. Bye.